So students, today we are going to learn about the stakeholders in commercial organization. This is the chapter for the 10th standard Icse. In this, first what we are going to study, that is the meaning of stakeholder and the shareholder. What is a stakeholder? Who can tell me? Stakeholder. Stakeholders means what?
Stakeholder is any person who has interest in the organization.
Right. The stakeholder is any person who is having an interest in the organization. It can be a person who is supplying the raw material. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
So we can say raw material supplier or any supplier. Right? Raw material supplier or any supplier. Understood? That is known as the stakeholder. The second term is shareholder. What is the difference between the shareholder and stakeholder? What is shareholder?
Shareholder is an investor in the company.
Right.
Yes.
Shareholder is the investor in the company.
Ma'am, someone who buys a share in the company.
Right. Investor, they buys share. Now, here the both are having the different liabilities and the assets, right? Okay. So first we are going to see the difference between the stakeholder and shareholder. Okay. Now, tell me the differences.
Stakeholder is much wider term than shareholder.
Yeah.
Shareholder is not much wider term as stakeholder.
Okay, right.
Yes, ma'am.
So first thing is that and their financial involvement is it is the wider term, right? We can say it is a wider term. It is not so wider term. Right? Here. Then here in the stakeholder they are involved with the financial activities.
Yes.
As well as they are the suppliers also. They are involved in both the company. Here they are only involved with the money matter. Right?
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
advertisement.
Yeah, advertising will also be there. But they will be only the stakeholder, not the shareholder. Okay, they will advertising will also only be a
Creditor.
right, creditor is also there. Now here taking the see. Now if suppose it is legal, so who will be in the trouble?
Stakeholder.
Right, stakeholder. Shareholder will only invest their money.
Yes.
They are not legally attached with the company. They are legally attached with the company. Understood? Well, the next one is what? The sharing of profits. Here, in the form of interest, they are sharing. Here, they are sharing the profits in the form of interest.
Interest.
And they are sharing dividend. Shareholder.
Shareholder.
Here, so they are sharing the profits in the terms of interest or the dividend. In terms of interest. Here, what they are doing? How,
Dividend.
interest, dividend, right? And shareholder, how they sharing the profit? How they sharing profit? Shareholder, how they sharing the profit? They are only getting the money. Say.
Ma'am, they give the money to the company.
No, when the share prices are hiking, they will be getting the profit, right?
Yes.
Yes.
हाँ.
When in
Yeah, when the share prices are increasing, the profit is also increasing, right? Then here, now the next term we are having, that is the customer. Now, tell me the difference between the stakeholder, shareholder, and customer. What is the role of customer in the company?
Ma'am,
To buy the
product.
goods.
Right. The customer is only person who is buying the good. He is not directly involved. Understood? He is not directly involved. So here what I will say, and the shareholder is the person. Is the shareholder is the customer? Is the shareholder? No.
Shareholder is not the customer.
Right. It is not a customer. So here customer is only buying goods. And shareholder is not buying the goods. He is buying the shares of the company. That means he is a partner, right?
Yes.
If suppose any company is having the purchase the 100 share, 1000 share, if I purchase the 100 share, that means I am the partner of 10%.
10%.
Right? So that means here the shareholder is nothing but the partner who only involves in profit. Only in profit. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
And here, customer, they are only buying the goods. If they have any legality with the company?
No.
They don't have any legality with company.
Yes,
Is there getting the profit from the company? No.
No.
Right? So that means customer is the only person who is just buying the goods. Understood?
Yes.
Then now, shareholder and creditors. What is the difference between that? What is the-
Shareholder buy the goods, creditor supply.
Right. Shareholders are buying the good and now in the shareholder and the creditors. What is the difference between that?
Shareholder buy the shares, creditor give the loans.
Yes.
Right. Shareholders are buying shares from the company. That means they are the partner. And creditors are giving the loan. Okay. On the basis of which they are giving the loan? The how many assets the company is having.
Yes.
Right? If you suppose company is having the assets of 100 crore. So will they give the loan of like 10,000 CR? No,
No.
they will not give. Right? So they will check the financial status of the company. Right? And shareholder will only check their shareholder will also check their financial status. But in the terms of shares only. Okay, how much the price are lowering and how much the price are hiking. They'll only check that. Understood? Okay. Now, what is the difference now in the shareholder? There are two types of shareholder. Is there shareholder or stakeholder? Stakeholders are basically two types of. That is the internal stakeholder.
External stakeholder.
Right. Internal stakeholder and external stakeholder. What is the difference between these two?
Internal stakeholder are involved in internally to company and external do not involve internally to company.
Right. Internal means they are involved internally. Internal stakeholder.
External.
Externally they are involved externally to company.
Right. In an external stakeholder, they are involved externally. Okay? So they are basically internally and they are externally. Right? If I say every company is having the many branches. Okay. So any one person who is having the interest in the purchasing the company share, so he becomes the stakeholder, internal stakeholder. Understood? And the person who is just a supplier, but he is an external supplier, right?
Yes.
So that means he is an external stakeholder.
Now external मतलब from outside.
From outside. If suppose any company is doing some outsourcing of the job. Okay, there is any company that is doing the outsourcing of their job. That means that person जो contract ले रहा है. Suppose just consider that there is one construction, that building is constructing, and that builder has decided to give the fabrication contract to some other person because he is not having any person for the fabrication. So what will happen? That person जिसको contract दिया है fabrication का, he become the external stakeholder. Understood? Understood? And internal stakeholder means जो person उसके company में job कर रहे हैं.
Employees and
Employees. Understood? Employees. Whether that employee is whether that employee is working from 1 year, like from this day or from many years. That is the internal stakeholder.
They
Understood?
are employees and external.
They are not the employees. Understood?
they are only the service provider.
They are just a service provider. They are basically operating the organization from inside.
Yes.
They are operating in, like in a school. If you see, every school is having a school buses, right? But there are many schools they are given this contract to some other person. मतलब होता क्या है? See, I'm owning the school. I will arrange one person who is having the buses. Okay, वो अपने buses school में लेके आएगा. School student will use their facilities. School student will use their facilities, right? So वो क्या हो गया उस केस में? External stakeholder, right? But जैसे अगर suppose कंपनी के पास जिस स्कूल के पास खुद के बसेस है, ठीक है, जैसे स्कूल के खुद के बसेस है और वो क्या कर रहा है कि खुद के बसेस से अपने स्टूडेंट को पिक एंड ड्रॉप कर रहा है, तो वो जो ड्राइवर रहेगा जो स्कूल का एम्प्लॉय है, ही विल बिकम द इंटरनल
हम बाहर से external.
अंडरस्टूड? अगर मतलब जैसे किसी को आपने कॉन्ट्रैक्ट दे दिया, अगर जॉब पे रखा है, जैसे सपोज अगर आप वर्ड अगेंस्ट है, जैसे हमारे हाउसिंग सोसाइटीज में होता है, आपने सिक्योरिटी गार्ड देखे होंगे राइट, हमारे जो सिक्योरिटी गार्ड की जो सैलरी होती है वो कंपनी को हमने कॉन्टैक्ट किया, अंडरस्टूड, मतलब वी आर गिवन द कॉन्टैक्ट टू सम कंपनी, दे विल अरेंज 3-4 व्हाट यू कैन से 3-4 security guards, understood, 3-4 security guards, and they will come and they will do their job, that is known as the internal. वो अगर हमने कॉन्टैक्ट देके अगर उस पर रखा है, अगर हमने कॉन्टैक्ट लाइक सिंपल, okay, this is the building has given the contract to the second person, but the second person is not actually working, he has appointed the third person, he has appointed the third, for this one first person will become the external stakeholder, understood, मतलब एक बिल्डिंग है, बिल्डिंग का सिक्योरिटी का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट किसी एक एजेंसी को दिया गया है, XYZ, okay, so you understood this?
Yes.
This is the building, they are given the contract of the security to the second person, but this second person has appointed the third person, so this third person has become the external stakeholder for the building, understood? Now if suppose the first person has appointed the second person and he only doing the job, okay,
Internal.
yeah, that is internal, understood?
Yes.
Okay, then here, okay, so there are many expectations of the employees. Employees are having the expectation that the अभी आप खुद सोचो, if you are working, then what expectation you will have from your company?
Good working environment,
Right,
welfare facilities.
right. Then you should have some medical facility.
Yes, growth in future.
Yeah, growth in future. You should have your career graph in that. Understood? Okay. Then expectation of suppliers is also there. The suppliers are having the expectation that they should get the money on the time,
Regular orders.
regular orders, right? Government is also having the expectation from the company. What expectation the government can have?
They should avoid corrupting government servants.
Yeah, right. And as well as their work should be legally.
Yes.
अगर कोई illegal company तो government चाहेगी कि वो illegal company workout हो? No. Then they should have the company should have the regular revenue. They should pay their all the taxes.
To follow the rules.
Yeah, to follow the rules. Okay. So these are the expectations, and then how we will analyze the stakeholder. Like how we will do the analysis. You will do the analysis on. You will do the analysis on the basis of the company's financial structure, mainly, right? Without doing a financial analysis, you will not invest in any company. Understood? So, thank you, students.